so this week's column is about hand creams. If you've read the column, you will know by now that I'm not a huge fan of hand creams, but you really need them. They're the only beauty product I can think of that's actually really, really good and effective, and yet I have never particularly enjoyed using it. The reason for this is that I just find I don't feel comfortable with the thing on my hands all the time, with the substance on my hands all the time, because I'm constantly moving around and doing things. I've got 2 kids, I'm a writer, so I'm on the laptop all day, and I spend lots of time on the train because I live in Brighton and it just feels icky to sort of be touching public transport gubbins with greasy hands, and I'm generally just not a fan of them. So I found this column really challenging, but I did find some that I really liked and have been using really regularly, and that I'm keeping in my handbag by the sink and so on. Now, there's not tons to say about hand creams that you probably don't already know. Obviously you know how to put them on. I do find though, obviously you're massaging them on, you know, several times a day normally, but I do find that once a week, if you wash your hands by massaging in body scrub to dry hands and then rinsing that scrub off, then putting your hand cream on, especially before bed, like a really, really heavy one, maybe one containing lots of lanolin or olive oil or something like Lanolips here, like a really, really heavy one. If you put that in onto your scrubbed hands, massage it in, then go to bed, I do find that in the morning your hands feel lovely and silky, and you might be able to get away with not wearing quite so much during the day. This Lanolips one's lovely actually. It smells like a proper little baby. It used to smell like a sort of 1970s baby lotion smell. If you have very dry skin though, something with those very, very emollient ingredients are essential. It's just a matter of finding one that carries that ingredient in a sort of non-greasy way. There were a few I found that did this. L'Occitane use shea butter, which is a very emollient ingredient for very dry skin, but there's something about the way they develop their hand creams that makes them non-greasy, which I liked very much. The other thing you can think about with a hand cream is getting one with a sun protector in, because obviously our hands are the most exposed to sun than any other part of our body. They're constantly exposed. Very rarely, very little of the time do we wear gloves and mittens, even in the winter. And they're constantly out and doing things, and yet we don't protect them in the same way that we do our face. So you can now get hand creams with an SPF of 15 or 30 in, which are great. I found, and have always found in fact, that hand creams with sun protector in and anti-aging ingredients are really bad at sinking in. They tend to really sit on the surface. There's something about sunscreen obviously that doesn't penetrate very deeply. But this one by Chantecaille, which is really evil expensive, it's like £60 or something, although it is quite a big tube I suppose, didn't do that at all. It sunk in really, really well, and you just needed a tiny amount. I could see this lasting you kind of 6 months. You need such a small amount. And it offered an SPF 15 sun protection, as well as loads of good anti-aging ingredients, antioxidants, and retinol, which is one of the anti-aging ingredients that we know works. So that's really great to have in a hand cream, and I didn't come across any others with retinol in. And it really just sinks straight in. There's this other one by DHC with the coenzyme Q10 in, which is another well-known anti-aging ingredient, and I found that sunk in pretty well as well. Obviously, if you have children or you just want a hand cream to shove by the sink, you really want something that's economical to use. And although this one by Cowshed doesn't seem cheap at £16, look at it, it's enormous. It would last you such a long time next to the sink. It would last you months and months and months and months. And I did find that this went down really well with people like my kids, who would just balk at the idea of wearing hand cream normally, because it's just so sort of light and fresh and clean smelling, and it looks really smart in the kitchen and stuff like that too. The other thing about hand cream, of course, is that it treats your cuticles. So if you want to pay more attention to your cuticles, just stop and massage it in around there. Or the other thing you can do is take some cuticle oil, like say an avocado oil. Lots of manicurists use avocado oil, and just pour a little avocado oil into your hand cream, mix together, and then massage in all over the hands and fingernails, so you're getting a double treatment. And again, that works especially well overnight. If you're worried about things like parabens and animal extracts and things like that, there are lots and lots of natural paraben-free options. I tested a lovely almond hand cream from the Body Shop, and there are various other ones now. Neil's Yard does a really lovely honey hand cream. There are some really nice options out there if chemicals are an issue for you. Anyway, let me know what your favourite hand creams are in the comments section. My top 6 took me quite a long time to find though, so I hope you're pleased with those, and do give me your feedback on them. Thanks a lot, bye.